Hey YouTube. So this is a Yamaha, and I do like Yamahas. They're awful good. I don't think Yamaha make shit stuff like across the board. Even like if you buy your wee tinky keyboards, they're always as good. They're always good. Yamaha don't make shit stuff. So this is a Yamaha SE 150. Now what I can gather with the SE series is, well, first off, I think this is from 1986. It does have a serial number on it, which I did look up, and it tells you what year of the decade it comes, but you have to guess whether it's 80s, 90s, or 1000s or something like that. So this is obviously 80s looking at it. I think it was 86 it came in at. And so this is would be the range before the RGX series, which was my first real electric guitar, was a Yamaha RGX with a Floyd Rose. It basically looks as it's not exactly the same, but it's very similar to an Ibanez RG. So that must have been 87, 88. They started doing them to replace the SE series. So these are a bit more stratty. This one is, it's a shred machine with its single humbucker, so it's very 80s. But there's a whole range of these that aren't actually that expensive if you try and pick them up. They run through all the ranges, right up to expensive. And they're more commonly you get like a sort of more stratty one. Most of them have a scratch plate. This is actually, I think, the only SE I've actually seen that doesn't have a scratch plate. And going with the numbers, normally the first number is what series it is, and the second number is how many RG321 is how many humbuckers it's got, and the last number is how many single coils it's got. So if you look at a Pacifica 112, it's one series, one humbucker, two single coils in the HSS. This one doesn't work with though, because this is a 150 and it doesn't have 5 humbuckers. Maybe it's just because having one humbucker is 5 times as cool as having like a normal setup. Don't know. But this is an absolutely stunning candy apple red finish. It's really beautiful. Look at that cutaway in the back, just to make it. It's very 80s. I'm pretty sure it's copied off a Charvel or something like that, I would have thought. It's got like a big block trem, which I didn't, unlike pretty much every other Strat you get. When I changed the strings on this afternoon, there's new strings on it, I didn't have to take the back plate off because the block's right there and it actually lines up with the holes. So it's like, well done Yamaha for just doing that right. But it's got like a big chunky block in it, steel saddles on it. I don't think that tremolo arm's original. It just doesn't quite look quite the right shape. It fits in the hole all right. It's I get the feeling it shouldn't be quite as high up off the body, but maybe not. It's got a cool knob, the same knob that's on my Yamaha SC actually. Original pickup, original tuners. I did change I put a roller string tree on it just because I had one in my spare parts box. And it doesn't have, the tuners that I always slag off are the ones that look like that, sort of. If you know what I mean, the ones that aren't like your sort of normal type tuners, sort of the sealed type, that sort of round, that kind of sort of shape. It's not that shape, but these are not the normal cheapy ones. Although these are the sort of old, I suppose you'd call it older fashioned design, they're actually solid quality. So it's not, the only reason I'm against the tuners that normally look like this is because they're normally cheap ones. These aren't cheap ones, they're just, well, they're cheap for Yamaha, but Yamaha don't make shit stuff. So it's solid all the way. Yeah, so there's not really that much to talk about this guitar, apart from it's in very good condition. It was as I said, before I sidetracked myself, it was so after these came the RG series, RGX series, not the RG, they're Ibanez, but they look the same. They moved on to Pacifica in 91, something like that, 92, and still make Pacificas and they're still pretty much the same. So it's kind of like, and you never hear anyone say anything bad about a Yamaha Pacifica. They win, best guitar under 200 quid and under 500 quid every year and have done since the 90s. The only thing about Pacificas is they're a bit sort of uninteresting. They're sort of somewhere, I guess, between an Ibanez RG and a Strat, and they just don't have any mojo. They're, as a tool, they're pretty good, whereas this one I think is incredibly cool. Also much rarer because I'm pretty sure they only made this. I've certainly never seen another one. I think I might have seen a black one somewhere actually, but this is an amazing candy red, which you probably can't see in the poor lighting in here. So unfortunately, this was totally a keeper, but my car blew up last week, so I need to sell a lot of stuff in order to buy myself another car because I can't survive without a car. That's me being all week having to walk everywhere and getting the bus is horrible. So I need a car. So this will probably be going in a listing with about 5 or 6 guitars that have been sort of sitting on the back burner. You know, ones from my collection, not ones I've done up to sell. You know, ones that actually mean something to me. They're good. So this would be just playing it through the maybe Laney and my £12 rat pedal. And it's not stayed in tune already, but that's only because the strings have literally been on it for 5 minutes. Turn the volume up. Here's the tuner. So I've fallen in love with single pickup guitars, and this was actually the first single pickup guitar I got. Followed quite quickly by, I seem to end up with like 4 or 5 within like a couple of months of getting this one. So it never really was my only single pickup guitar, maybe for like a week or something like that. So that's never really been played as much as I should have. I mean, it's in absolutely lovely condition. It really is. I'm saying there's no dents on it. There's a couple of, I think that's actually white paint. I think that's maybe not. Yeah, so it's pretty much amazing condition considering it's 30 years old, or more than 30 years old. Very nice. The neck on it's unbelievably smooth. It's got a really, really low action. It really is a shredder. But having the one pickup is just awesome. Actually reminds me a lot of a Grant one I sold about a month ago to a pal Ronnie. This is it's basically exactly the same, but it's a slightly different shape. So it's basically a strap, but this scoops deeper. I think the sort of top half of the body just is a strap, but this scoop goes in further. You know, a strap maybe only comes into it there. Actually, I think is Billy Sheehan's bass not very much this shape? Is his maybe an SE or an SB maybe? I think maybe an SE for whatever the S is, E for electric. I'm pretty sure there's an SB, or is that Aria? Whatever. Anyway. I don't want to sell this one. I don't know if it's just the ego the one pickup gives you. You know, one pickup, one volume. In fact, I'll put a picture of this onto the Facebook page I'm on, which is a single bucker, single volume, because I've actually got a guitar that's in it now. As I've said before, I saw Black Sabbath play on their last, I think it was the second last ever gig or third last ever gig in Glasgow, and Tony Iommi used the bridge pickup exclusively and didn't touch the tone control. He touched the volume all the time. His guitar was totally feeding back the whole time, so if he was playing a song, it'd be like, and he'd turn it down, and then all the way through the song, it's like an amazing volume control work I'd never seen. But he never once went to the neck pickup. He only ever used the bridge pickup in his SG, on his well, it's not an SG, it's a custom job. So this might be 2 videos from me tonight. I've been doing actually quite enjoying doing it. The guitarist and my guitar player suggested that I was doing a thing where you list your top 10 most influential albums. So I did it, and I put videos for all of them. And even though I recorded them all the other day, well, 3 days ago, I think the third one went on today. So I'll play some stuff off them, because I didn't actually play the guitar during it. I was actually doing videos, so I wasn't playing. So So that'd be something Universe Sabotage. I didn't actually work out any of these before I do it, so I'm just winging it. If you strip away the myth from the man, you will find what we all soon will be. Jesus, you started to believe the things inside of you. You belong to nothing more than the things you do. And all the things you've done, you get washed away. You begin to matter more than the things you say. I remember when this whole thing began. You talked about them, you called you a man. And you can see my admiration for you hasn't died. All your followers are blind. There's too much heaven in their mind, and they'll hurt you if they find when you blind. Let you go, all God's no chance to remember that stuff. Nothing is real. So that was my attempt at the overture to Jesus Christ Superstar. I'm not even sure I got it in the right key. I should really have seen as the record sitting there from doing it. So that record was Jesus Christ Superstar. What was the third one? It was In the Land of Grey and Pink. Right. I can remember the intro. There's no chance of remembering the rest of the song. In the land of grey and pink, where all the bars can't stop to think, we'll be coming back again. Those nasty grumbly grimblies, and they're climbing down your chimney, and they're trying to get in. Come to take your money. Isn't it sin? They're so thin. Yeah, well lost it. It's a really good. What's it? Landing on a golf course, dressed in PVC. The chance to. Never got that far. Actually, we used to play all those songs in a band I was in, but I played the bass, so that's my excuse, and the guitar was always hard. I was going to say I should really be putting some clean stuff on to show off this guitar, but you're playing a one pickup guitar that looks like this, you're playing lead. No way it's staying in tune after this, seeing as the strings are new, but let's go anyway. It doesn't have move a lot, this generally. Goes right down to that. Kind of staying in tune, which is surprising. I should probably this is the guitar here I'm using in the band just now for doing some of the silly tremolo thing, but this tremolo bar is actually better. It sounds more like a Floyd Rose than like a Strat type. Try some, hey. Once these strings are stretched in, this is going to be an awesome machine. I do stress once the strings are stretched in though. See, even after all that silliness, only half the strings were completely out of tune. Yeah, so this would have like more of a strat neck as opposed to being like a shredder's neck. It's not pure thin. It's not fat by any means. In fact, I've definitely had strats that have got thinner necks. It's a nice size. It's quite a... Oh, I'm shit at describing necks. It's quite thin that way, but it's got a little bit of... It's like D-shaped as opposed to being C. Does that make sense? But rocking guitar, really sorry I've got to let it go. But needs must. There's other ones I'm having to sell as well that I don't want to. So there we go. Yamaha SE 150 from, I think it was 1986. I can't exactly remember. Not Japanese. This is Taiwanese. So, but I think this is maybe one of the first Taiwanese guitars. I believe Yamaha used their own factory, and what they did was they took all the staff, or they took the head staff from the Japanese factory to Taiwan to make these. I do have a Japanese Yamaha, the SC 400, which is lying about somewhere. It's down there actually. And okay, it's made of a nicer wood. It's all translucent, whereas this, it's all painted. So it's I bet you the wood doesn't look as nice. But I mean, quality wise, there's not a hell of a lot between them. Smashing guitar, nice pickup in it as well. I'm not sure whether these actually maybe have. And it says made in Taiwan on it. I'm not sure it doesn't have Japanese parts, like the tremolo and stuff like that, because it's not your usual. This is the sort of tremolo you buy when you get your upgraded big block trem for your Strat. It's this sort of thing you buy. If I'd taken the back off, I could have showed you, but as I said, I didn't need to take the back off. You can see if you look in that the block is big. It's at least that size. So rocking, and it goes. The travel in it's amazing. I mean that's Strat trems don't normally. And that's, you know what I mean? That's how. Rock and roll.